Now, switching gears, let's talk about things we really like. The best major wrestling show of the year. And this is interesting for me because I was able to be in person for my first Royal Rumble live in Phoenix this year, which I would put in my top 3 events of the year for sure. WrestleMania 35 in New York City at MetLife was a lot of fun as well. I'd put that actually behind the Rumble. I actually really did like the Rumble in 2019 and how that show that match or that entire weekend from front to back had just had a real nice epic flow to it, which was, you know, it looked like it was setting up something real epic, which it did at the end of WrestleMania there with Becky winning the women's belt. So just barely edging out because I really did like Wrestle Kingdom 13 as well last year with Tana and Omega and all of the implications off of that and everything. And we had, I believe that was also Jericho and Naito again for the Intercontinental belt at the time, because I think Jericho was walking in with the Intercontinental belt too. So we did that, you know, and then looking at what AEW has done too and everything. So it did. I think just because I was in attendance for it, I'm going to say the Royal Rumble 2019 was my favorite show of 2019.
Yeah, it's Royal Rumble is always one of my favorite shows. It's always unexpected what's going to happen.
Yep.
My best major wrestling show will be the wrestling show that changed Escape, and that's Double or Nothing.
Oh yeah, that's such a landmark night in sports entertainment.
Well, it's not the best show like for match wise. There was good matches, but for what it did to wrestling and what we're currently living in, it was the biggest show and the best show.
It was basically the second All In before we kind of got a gauge of what All Elite Wrestling was all about and what they were doing and that stuff. And so that still is a fun card to go back and watch. You know, with now we get more of a knowledge of what they're doing from week to week and that stuff and everything. So, you know, both great choices, I think, for shows of the year here on Nitromaniac TV's Wrestling Unlimited, and both kind of outside the boxes, you know. I bet you guys thought we were both going to say like Wrestle Kingdom or Dominion or something like that because we're both huge New Japan fans. But nope, I'm going with a WWE card of all things, and he's going with a AEW card of all things. So there we go. And that's also even considering, too, the G1 Supercard at MSG. So, I mean, like, that plays a little bit in my mind. I was kind of thinking about that, too, is do I want to do the G1 or do a Royal Rumble? But just the uniqueness of having the Royal Rumble in a baseball stadium, and we're going to see that again coming up here as we record this in Houston in about a week or so. And that's it just gives that event such a special and a different feel to it. It's like a bigger, grander feel. And I got a chance to talk to a high-ranking WWE official in the elevator at the hotel in Phoenix who was basically asking a group of us our feedback and that stuff. And I told him point blank, I said, you guys keep running baseball stadiums for the Rumble because that gives it such a unique feel and such a different feel to it. It's amazing.
And he listened to you, and he did it again.
Well, doot.